it's firing. We out here on the North Shore of Oahu right now. We've been stacking surf clips, recording podcasts, and doing all sorts of rad shit. And some of you may know that we started our own podcast, but for those of you that don't know, we started the Castle Kings podcast with me and my homies at our house, the Cardiff Castle. And we just wanted to like interview rad humans, interview the boys, get into depth more of who we are, where we come from, and just like, I don't know, like dive deeper into like mental health stuff or struggles we may have had and inspire the future generations of kids to chase their dreams. So I'm beyond stoked to show you guys some of these podcasts, and I'm even more stoked to put it on my YouTube channel. So there's gonna be a playlist on my channel now for the Castle Kings podcast. Hopefully we'll get some more exposure. So this is the first episode on my actual YouTube channel. We recorded an insane episode with YouTube legend, pro surfer, big wave charger, foil lord, skydive legend, and just all around rad, inspirational, motivational human, Alex Hayes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and go show some love, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, now let's dive into this insane episode. Thanks, guys.
Straight into it, dude.
Hey, thanks for coming, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, I was stoked when you asked me. I was honored.
Dude, I was fired up because I'd seen a couple like of your pods, like names pop up. Obviously the Cooper one, Gypsy Tales. But dude, you're just like such an interesting man, and you've done so much in your life. I just like couldn't help but have you on the pod and want to ask you a million questions.
Dude, thank you. I appreciate the kind words, and ask away.
Yeah, I'm fired up, dude. I guess I'll give like a little bit of an intro for the viewers just watching, because I know a little bit about your background and have seen so many of your vids. Not only is Alex a YouTube pioneer and an icon in storytelling and cinematic movies on YouTube, but also an insane surfer. Seeing clips of you charging like Shipstern's Bluff. Was that Shipstern's? And some insane big waves and slabs. A foil lord these days, hucking backflips on a foil. I've seen you out front just like ripping, making music, producing it too, right? Dude, producing and making music and DJing, doing everything of that sort. And on top of that, you just like have this rad like vibe to you, you know? You're like a motivational, inspirational dude. So I could go on and on about all the crazy things you do, like skydiving, dirt biking, skateboarding, everything. But I guess I just had so many questions about like your childhood, because I couldn't help to like watch those surf clips of you and then see you at Pipe yesterday and be like, did you ever have like an amateur or professional like surf career? Like, did you have sponsors growing up and do contests?
No, like I'd be lying if I said to you that wasn't my number one goal in this life. Like when I was a kid, like, you know, when you first start surfing, you're seeing everyone surfing good, and like all the cool people are the guys who rip. And like, I was never the best surfer, but I just really loved it a lot. My background was nippers. Like in Australia, we do surf lifesaving, and
what's nippers?
Nippers, it's like, I guess, it's like lifeguarding. It's like, you know, the competition side of lifeguarding. And that was kind of my background. And
that's sick, like junior guarding.
Yeah, pretty much. And so getting into the surfing from like wearing just Speedos to then board shorts, I wanted to be like in the cool group. So I was like, I want to be a good surfer. So I tried to do a bunch of comps, but I wasn't good. I lost like every heat, but I just loved the experience, you know, hanging around. It was a really good surfing community, and got to travel a fair bit because of just me trying to chase the comps and losing first heat every time. But I was just so stoked, dude.
It's fun, right?
So yeah, I guess I had like a very amateur surf career till about 16.
You're like, I gave up at 16.
Yeah.
Fuck. And you grew up in Australia, right?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
In Sydney, born and raised.
Fuck, that's sick.
Yeah.
Sydney's rad.
Sick country.
Yeah, dude. Oz is insane, bro. Australians like some of the funniest humans I know. And they also just do the raddest shit.
Yeah, we got a good bunch of people.
Bro, yeah, it was sick when we were in the lineup at Pipe yesterday. Like 12-year-old me would be frothing right now, dude. Surrounded by all my heroes and just icons of the sport.
crazy, dude. It was one of those moments. I mean, every day in Hawaii has been a moment where I've like wanted to pinch myself. Like everything happens so quick that like if you're not stopping and really like taking in what's going on in front of you, like I don't know, I was just tripping. Like I'm hanging out with you, hanging out with Jamie, and like being at Pipe with like legends like Koa, like for Lucas, sure. Just all these legends that I've looked up to for years. Same. And like just to be next to you, Lords, watching you guys do your thing is really inspiring and sick.
100%, dude. Like if I wasn't filming these videos or like doing podcasts or anything, I'd still be in Hawaii, like surfing Pipe every day, like trying to surf the river, like doing all this fun shit. Only difference is now I'm just like having somebody help document it and like just showcase it to the world. But like, dude, life is so good out here. It's unreal, bro.
It's crazy. It's a little dream world. I was thinking on the drive here, like I feel so free. Yeah. Coming from Australia, like Australia is the sickest country in the world, but the last 2 years, the laws have been quite like insane. Like, although it's a free country, it's like there's an element of like you never want to step out of line. Like even driving on the roads, you see a cop, you're freaking out. You automatically feel like you're doing something wrong. Whereas here, you're driving along, you see a cop, they're just stoked. They're just like, yo, bro, like whatever.
Bro, we've been ripping mini dirt bikes around the island lately with all the Groms up on Pupukea, and the cops pulled up on us yesterday and was like, oh, what, you got wheelies on those things? And we're like, yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Wheelie them? What? Yeah.
In Australia, the cops would come and just chuck you in jail straight up.
You get locked up for wheeling down the street in California,
just for having fun. It's wild.
Dude, North Shore is insane, bro.
It's a little free place over here.
It is, dude. The kids have it good, bro. The kids growing up over here are just like natural bred action sports legends.
Yeah, right. Everyone here seems to be connected to the land. It's like something in the water here or like in the air that all these North Shore legends. That's why they're so talented, dude.
For sure.
They're just tapped in. It's cool.
There's been so many, not only professional surfers, but like skaters and dirt bikers and foilers.
Musicians too.
Oh yeah, dude. I know.
Such good musicians have come from this place too.
Bro, yeah, they're just creative. It's pretty nuts. Yeah, we've been hanging at the McNamara's, and Landon's got like so much insane unreleased music.
Wow.
He's like just such a creative genius and dabbles into like so many other industries as well. Yeah. What other industries or what other like hobbies did you have growing up other than surfing?
Documenting was always a big part of my life. Like I love jumping off cliffs, just sending it.
Yeah.
I was like, I had a bit of a tough time in school, like getting hassled by kids, like a bit bullied in that. So I always had this real burning fire inside me that I just want to prove people wrong, you know, because everyone would call me a pussy. I was just like this small little kid, didn't play like rugby, which is like the Australian sport. If you don't play, you know, you're a pussy.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I just wasn't really vibing that whole side of things. So I was like, fuck, like I don't want to prove all these fuckers wrong that I can do all this shit, you know? So I wanted to try document my life just doing crazy shit like jumping off cliffs, maybe trying like surfing big waves.
That's sick. Hey, your cliff jumping vids are nuts, bro. They're like the craziest gainers and backflips and shit.
I love that shit so much. Thank you.
You done doubles?
Yeah.
Fuck, double gainers?
Yeah.
Double backflips?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's nuts.
Couple triples too.
Triples too. You're kidding. What?
It's the sickest feeling in the world, dude.
Bro, we gotta go cliff jumping.
100%.
Bro, Waimea Rock looks doable to acid drop. We were checking it this morning.
You should do it.
Let's go.
100%.
Get my back.
I've tried one like a few years ago with Jamie, and fuck, I swear I broke my knees.
No, is it that big?
Yeah, it's all right.
How high do you think it is? 20 feet? Or in meters?
7 meters?
7 meters.
No, 5 meters.
And 1 meter is 3 feet?
About that.
Dude, that's nuts. Yeah,
15 feet, yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah, we're going to have to give it a go for sure. Dude, yeah, and I seen like dirt biking clips in your videos, obviously skating and a bunch of stuff. Did you just dabble in all sorts of things when you were growing?
Bro, I loved skating actually. When you were asking about hobbies, like skating was my shit. I loved it so much.
Bro, yeah, you know all the boys. Sorge, Midler, you met all the skaters,
they're all such a bunch of legends. I spent a lot of time in Venice when I first went over to California when I like just turned 18 pretty much. At the end of 2015, I went over to LA and spent a lot of time in Venice and was hanging out with all the local guys there, skating and just living just that lifestyle, bro. It was so much fun. And I guess the same, I wasn't the best skater, but I just loved it and I wanted to send it. You know, I'd try go off the biggest staircase I could see. I never fucked with rails because I'm like, rails can beat it.
Yeah, dude.
Too scary. But like I would try kickflips down some staircases and shit. Like very
That's
basic tricks,
sick.
but like I love to try to push it in that area. Till I grown up a bit, and like concrete really hurts.
Yeah, bro, I get more hurt skating than anything else.
It's crazy. And I just like, in my head, I think I'm better than I actually am. So I'll try shit that's harder than what I can actually do, which I guess is a good thing, but
for sure,
not when concrete's the consequence. So I want to try to bring that mentality into like just ocean sports.
100%. That's why skaters are the gnarliest. In my opinion, I live with a bunch of pro skaters, and they just always send it in every aspect of their life. But like in skating, you almost have to like keep pushing your limits. That's why some of the skaters skate the best when they're drunk, dude, because they just like no fear.
Crazy.
Just like sending it without even thinking about it.
Yeah, skaters and moto riders, man, like,
bro,
like far out. A couple of my mates from back home, like Harry Bink, I don't know if you follow him. He's one of my best mates, and just seeing him in his flow state on that bike, there is just no room for error.
He's one of the best freestyle riders
like,
out, dude.
On the planet, dude. And like what he's about to do in the next couple of years, like we won't like understand how crazy it is.
Yeah, he's next level, dude.
But just like the no room for error with skateboarding and all that stuff is like, wow.
Straight up.
You just can't fuck up.
Yeah.
And I'm like a 60-40 fuck up to make ratio. So I just keep those sports like for them.
Yeah, I'm always eating shit too, dude. Literally, bro. I know. That's what's sick about like, I mean, you're super creative too, but like you definitely have to be creative to be like making the videos that you've made and like dabbling in the hobbies that we have. I mean, it's nuts. Like, were you always creative when you were a kid, like making those videos? That's pretty sick too, how you like wanted to prove the bullies wrong when you were a kid with
100%.
like just achieving and chasing your dreams.
There's always that. It's never the motive. It's never my intention. It's the intention is love, and like it's my love for the sport and the activities. But I think it's good to have a little bit of a bone in your body that just wants to fucking prove everyone wrong. You know, like
for sure.
Like even if it's made up, you know, sometimes like that Michael Jordan documentary about how he would create circumstances on the basketball court that weren't real, but it would make him perform better because he was just that competitive.
Sometimes you need that.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not comparing myself to Michael Jordan, but it's like the idea of creating like this, like, fuck you, I want to prove everyone wrong that I can do this crazy shit just to like elevate yourself and see where your own potential can go. It's like, I like to do that shit.
Bro, 100%. I mean, I can relate. I got bullied too when I was a kid, but growing up and surfing, like you kind of just get grom abuse.
Yeah.
But I got swirlied my freshman year of high school at Loyola High.
What's that? What's a swirly?
It's where they pick you up by your feet and dip your head into a toilet and flush the toilet. They don't have those in Australia?
Nah.
Bro, I got swirly, dude, by my friends, dude. I thought they were my friends, dude. Picked me up by my feet, dipped my head in the toilet and fucking flushed it.
Did it have anything in it?
No, it was just a clean toilet, but
alright, dude.
it was fucking heavy though.
We just got like, in our local board riders clubs, we just get taped, like duct taped to poles and shit.
Yeah, that
like
happened
chucked
to
in
me
a rubbish
too.
bin. That was all the lighthearted stuff.
For sure.
But when you're a grom, your world's ending when you tape to that pole for hours.
For sure, bro. It's insane. But no, there is something to be said about you, like, just, like, pioneering that, like, aspect of, like, a profession, dude. Like, back when you were first making YouTube videos, like, when do you think you uploaded your first couple YouTube videos? 7 years ago? 8 years ago?
Oh, longer, man. I'm 11 years ago, like when I was 14.
No way.
I used to upload stuff, like, just from just random shit. And I know it didn't do good. I wasn't like approaching it like I want to be a YouTuber. Like I was just putting it up there.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until like a couple of years later when I was like 16, 17, I actually found out you can make money on YouTube. And I was like, oh, like that's pretty sick. And I like signed up to that first like page that YouTube says that to make money, you got to go through that process.
Yeah.
And I think like a year later, I made like 13 cents. I was so stoked, dude.
That's sick.
I was like, my life's getting better.
Bro, I mean, your videos are like super inspirational, and even the ones from like 10 years ago, or I saw ones from like 7, 8 years ago, they're like so perfectly done. Like they're just so cinematic, and like you're a great storyteller. And bro, like those things have like millions of views. Like those things are popping off, and it's pretty insane. Like that you were that ahead of the curve. Like now, dude, hundreds of thousands of kids like in the United States, probably even millions, like tell their parents like, when I get older, I want to be a YouTuber.
It's wild, man.
Like that's like the career, the most chosen career by like teenagers and groms in America these days. Like it's crazy, dude.
Bro, I have this one memory in grade 12 in school.
Yeah.
It was like you know, the last few months of school and we're in this class, I was actually getting my like construction license.
No way.
Because at the time, like I didn't know where I was fucking going. Like I was 17 and like, although I had this audience and there was like, I guess a blueprint that like 1% of the world could kind of see. Mm-hmm. There was no, in Australia, it was pretty behind. In the States, you know, you guys are a few years ahead. And I remember my teachers going around the room and saying like, all right, so what's everyone going to do? Like, be realistic. This is in a construction class. So like, we're getting our license to then just build, which is, I had a few fun weeks doing that shit.
That's sick, dude.
But the teacher came to me, he's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I just want to travel and make money traveling, have fun. And everyone, I swear to God, laughs. It's like,
laughing at you,
just
laughing
laughing
at your dreams. Yeah.
And the teacher like was genuinely concerned like for my like, you know, future out of good intention. But he was like, you need to be more realistic. Like,
for sure.
You can tell that I could tell he was trying to be nice about it, but just there was no understanding of this idea that I had to be possible.
Well, you proved them wrong.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then the next year, it all happened. I went away, like, I remember there was a pivotal moment in my life that I had qualified to become a full-time lifeguard in Sydney.
No way.
And I could either take the job this week, get my, you know, get some money. Like I was frothing. My parents were like, yeah, you have to do this. You're not going to university, you have to do this. And I had this opportunity to come to Hawaii, actually. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to come to Hawaii and then I'll come back, full-time job. And my mum and dad were like, okay, cool, that's a good deal. So I left, came here, and I met a bunch of people that were just making content on social media and making money, and that was their job.
Yeah.
And
like you were hanging with like Jay Alvarez.
Yeah,
and
well, that's
Jamie
when I met. That's
on,
when I
right?
met Jay, and I actually met Jamie then as well, and just like seeing someone else do it in a way that I could see myself doing it was all I needed to do for me to just didn't take the lifeguarding job, and I just went full into it.
That's
and I just
so
like
rad.
committed to just creating as much content as I can for the love of documenting and just hustling it. And that was when social media became a grind. You know, it's like at first it's a passion and then you realize that it's a grind because you got to put in a lot of work. It's like, it's a 24/7 job. People don't understand that. Like if you're trying to put out content of your life and, you know, you're starting alone and you don't have the resources to build a team from the start, you know, you're committing to a couple hours sleep a night, you know, at most. Because you're doing 10 to 12 hours of activities a day. You're getting home, you're editing it, you're uploading it, you're captioning every video. Like there's a process to everything. And so that was my life for a while, and I loved it. I loved the grind.
People don't realize how much of a grind it actually is, though.
Yeah.
Like even just telling somebody, they don't realize like how much thought goes into like creating a title, a thumbnail, or even piecing together a video properly.
Exactly, especially if you're an ADHD overthinker like me, dude.
Like me too,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. I'm just like, I'll spend hours just on a freaking tag that no one will see. I'm like, will this get views?
Yeah, same, bro.
But like that hustle just opened up so many opportunities for me that I'm eternally grateful for. And like,
how old are you when you first came to Hawaii?
I came when I was younger, when I was 14, but probably when independently, I should say, was when I was 17, at the end of 2015.
Dude, that's nuts. And how much older is Jay than you?
I think it was like 3 years.
He was like pretty early on the social media scene.
Yeah, he was
right?
like the big brother, and he showed me the way, bro. He taught me a lot of what I know today in this world. And
was he doing YouTube back then or just Instagram?
Yeah, he was like just starting to post his kind of like YouTube videos at the time, and they were going really well. And it was a huge part of my inspiration to do the type of videos that I made.
For sure. And was Jamie doing any YouTube stuff back then, or was it for Red Bull, like Red Bull's YouTube channel?
Yeah, so this is when Jamie had the full Red Bull, like he was JOB. And I watched Jamie since he started.
Same, bro.
I was in detention at school this one time watching his clips with one of my best mates.
No
like
way.
him like doing the river and like the slip and slide shit. I'm like,
yeah,
it's my dream, bro.
Bro,
it's my absolute dream.
I know, I've told him a couple times, but like he was like my favorite surfer growing up because he rode for Rusty back in the day. And I rode for Rusty since I was 12 years old.
That's so
and so they would have the Freak Show as like first movie before he even was on Rusty. I want to say he was on Rip Curl back then or like O'Neill or something random. And dude, he was like a Grom and he was doing switch barrels, like crazy airs, like dude, the sickest shit on a surfboard. And then I met him at an autograph signing at the US Open and got to meet him a couple times for Rusty. He probably doesn't remember it.
That's so sick.
And dude, now I still like me and my roommate Sorge bought his Who Is J.O.B. like movie. That was probably 10 years.
The old one? Dude, I want to watch that.
It's probably like 14 years old or something by now.
That's got some of the greatest surfing in history.
Right, dude? That's what I told him. And we play it at our house on DVD all the time. And like, I'll send him vids. I'm like, dude, he was the pioneer of this shit.
Yeah,
like,
he really was, man.
He was the pioneer of like not only like action sports, like multi-action sports videos, but also just like having fun and like being able to like monetize your fun having.
And also, yeah, that and also like semi-anti-establishment.
Yeah.
You know, like create your own foundation, create your own like...
For sure.
Create your own journey and not have to like... He said, fuck doing competitions. I'm over it. I'm going to go do this. And everyone was roasting for it in the surf world.
Yeah.
And
he proved him wrong.
He proved him all wrong, dude.
And I agree to that because I suck in contests and sometimes it like discourages you.
Bro, didn't you win like the national championship?
I did.
Are you sure you don't suck at contests, dude? I suck at contests. Look at my WSL history, bro. Average heat score like 2.5.
Oh my God. My average heat score this year is like a 4 in the WSLs. Dude, I'm off it.
Bro, I feel like I'd score more on a foil in a surf heat.
Bro, do they have foil contests?
I think it's pretty early on. I can't wait though. I just want to like just keep learning. I'm still pretty early on in my journey, but I want to just
your foiling is
keep training at it.
Insane too. No, yeah. Have you taken Jamie foiling?
No, I've been hitting them up like every day.
Dude, that's so sick. Yeah, I remember seeing way back in the day on either Jamie's videos or your videos. You guys filmed a bunch of stuff together back in the day, right?
Yeah, it's like I think I first filmed with him in 2018.
What? That's so sick.
Crazy, bro.
Dude, that's 5 years ago now.
Time is just crazy.
I know, he's the man, bro, and like he's so on it. Like I was tripping this morning. I was telling him and his filmer Jacob, like, bro, he was so on it. He surfed pipe all day yesterday. Went and sub-squatched with you guys, and then back at Waimea River at the crack of dawn. Like, dude is still getting after it.
He's one of the fittest guys I know.
Yeah, right. At 30-something years old.
Yeah, like it's unreal what he's not just like doing this activity. He's the captain of these activities.
Yeah, dude, he's bringing everybody together and loving
like
doing it.
Herding all the sheep. Like, dude, we took the Sub-Squatch out Sunset yesterday.
Bro,
as soon as the comp ended.
Yeah, that shit looked nuts. It was firing massive sunset, by the way, so the audience knows.
Yeah, a bit of context. It was like the comp was firing all day. Everyone's getting tubes. Like Matty McGivray was getting stand-up tubes the last half an hour of the day. And there was a huge line of surfers on the beach that were like ready to go surf and get their wave. And then we've just rocked up there after surfing pipe all day, and Jamie's just got this Sub-Squatch. And I'm just tripping, dude, because I'm just like, I'm not from here. Yeah. I'm like trying to be respectful in the lineup and just like know my place. And then we just go out in the most busiest place in the North Shore on Sub-Squatch, going through the lineup. And
were people rattled?
Nah, everyone was stoked, dude. It's Jamie. He can do what he wants, bro. And he deserves to do what he wants. Like,
true that.
Just to be a part of it, I'm super grateful for. But fuck, like some of those waves we're getting on that thing is so gnarly.
Yeah, we saw you guys get one bomb all the way through. I was tripping, dude.
Crazy.
Because I just didn't understand like how you turn the Sub-Squatch. It's like a 20-foot board, like a big stand-up paddleboard for the people that don't know. And they had 4 of you guys on there?
Yeah,
you,
5.
Dante.
Yeah, me, Dante, Jesse, and Choco. And Jamie. Jamie's on the back, like using his fins and just kicking us onto a wave and steering the boat like a keel.
That's so sick.
So gangster, dude.
Bro, yeah, that shit was rad. I can't wait to see the footage, dude. I know, and like back in the day too, like I don't think anybody even like thought of doing the stuff that like you guys were all doing. Like definitely your guys' like skydive videos and JA's like romance videos or whatever were nuts, but like you and Jamie and Jay and all those guys that pioneered like those style of YouTube videos, like no one was even thinking of doing that stuff. I never seen skydive videos like how you've documented some of your early stuff. And then for like Jamie's stuff too, was the pioneer of like Sub-Squatching and
having fun.
Yeah, literally, bro. Surfing down the storm drain.
Yeah, that shit was so gnarly.
That shit's so nuts.
Skydiving's a trip, man. Have you done it?
Bro, I've done it a couple times, but never by myself or never even like pulled the chute. My friends always said the next step is like when you're doing a tandem, you gotta like pull the chute behind the person you're strapped to.
Yeah.
Bro, let's do it this trip.
So sick, dude.
Let's go.
I think I'm out in like 5 days, but if we could do another heli jump. You should just jump on the heli.
Yeah, when are you leaving? 23rd?
Tuesday. Yeah.
The 22nd?
Yeah, I've changed, dude. The amount of times I've changed flights is ridiculous.
Yeah, you're pushing it back. You're staying, dude.
Well, I can't. I'm going to Canada on Thursday, so I can't miss that one. But
I got a crazy idea. Well, it's not my idea, but Bam Margera gave me the idea to do this insane video with like a skate ramp held up by a helicopter.
Bro.
I think this would be the place to do it. There's not as many rules out here.
You can do whatever you want here, dude.
Yeah, literally. We got to get Bam and Steve-O and the guys out here and
that's so
film
possible.
Like that.
You need military helicopters though.
Probably to be able to hold
like the Black Hawks or something.
Yeah, I mean, how much weight can the helis that you jump out of hold?
I think they're 4 people.
Okay.
It's they're pretty light.
Have you ever met Danny Duncan?
Yeah, dude. He's
the
the biggest legend. I have a funny story about me and him. We're on one of those YouTube conventions way back.
No
I think
way.
it was VidCon. Or Playlist Live was one of those things.
I've heard of VidCon.
I used to go to all those ones when I was younger. And bro, I hope this doesn't come off disrespectful, but a lot of the people who go to those YouTube conventions are very straight edge kind of people. You know, they're not making content that's breaking the law or just action sports, crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's very common that they're all beauty and just get ready with me kind of people, which is fucking dope.
Yeah.
But me and him were there. And,
and Danny's a prankster.
Yeah, dude. I remember we both fucking got kicked out of this one day, and it was just so funny how he did it. I remember being in the corner watching him, and the security's dragging him out. I swear he's just hitting the roof or something. The memory's a bit blur, but he was just causing an absolute scene, and I thought it was the funniest shit ever. And I'm that's my kind of guy, so I just start doing the same shit.
That's so sick. You got kicked out too?
Yeah.
Oh my, bro, that's sick.
I'm actually banned from the Marriott Convention Center in Florida.
You're kidding.
Orlando, yeah. I can never go there again in my life.
Bro, you probably got so many crazy stories like that. I mean, dude, we're just having fun, you know, right? Not thinking
it's harmless, bro. As long as no one's getting hurt and everyone's stoked,
Yeah, my intentions are never to disrespect somebody or hurt anybody. I'm just trying to have fun and have all the homies have a good time, right?
Bro, and that really it's contagious with your content. What I really love about your content is I always feel happier after watching it.
Thanks,
because you can see how much fun you're having and you're doing it, because you love it and you're bringing all your friends along, you're talking everyone up who you see, and it's it's a really uplifting vibe that it's really cool to see. It's making this world a better place,
Hey,
more than you think.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, I have such a rad crew of friends that I hang with on a regular basis. I love to just lift them up and showcase all of their talents. I wish my videos could be more of my friends because they shred way harder than me. And then that's kind of what me and my boys wanted to do with OTC. We wanted to inspire kids to get off the couch, get off the cocaine,
oh shit,
live off the chain, get outside and get after
sick,
it,
dude.
And that's just what the older guys did to me, inspire me. And now with I don't know, video games and TikTok and stuff, kids have so many other paths they could go down. So I want to definitely inspire kids to just get after it in whatever aspects of their lives they want to get into, whatever natural high comes to them, whether it's making music, skydiving, skating, surfing, snowboarding, dirt biking, whatever, dude. All that shit gives me this natural high that drugs and alcohol can't fulfill. So
yeah, bro, we're just trying to make natural dopamine hits cool again.
Exactly, dude. Right? You know it.
Because you're sober, aren't you?
Yeah, dude.
That's so sick. I know. I actually didn't know this. I was damn, the Zeke party's hard. And then when you said you were 5 years sober, I'm fuck.
Yeah, bro.
That's
everybody
so
thinks
cool.
I'm
that's so
on
cool.
one, but I'm just naturally spracked and naturally fired up.
Yeah, you don't need that shit to have fun.
No,
really.
Not at all, dude.
Yeah.
Life is so good without it all. It's rad. Don't wake up hungover. I mean, yeah, dude, I still do dumb shit even though I'm sober, but I'm learning,
ADHD things, dude. That's the best high you can have.
Right.
Just have ADHD.
Yeah, literally, dude.
24/7, you just activity, what?
Bro, I drink so much caffeine too.
Oh, really?
Are you a caffeine guy?
I can fuck with some caffeine.
Yeah, that's what's up, dude. I should have offered you some coffee.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude,
So,
I have to get you on the foil.
Bro, I'm down. Let's go foil after this or something.
Bro, it's the best thing in the world.
I know, dude. I just watching your video this morning of you guys, what do you call it? Open ocean foiling?
Downwinding, yeah.
Downwinding, dude. It looks like you were going for 10 minutes straight at one point.
Yeah.
No, it definitely was.
Yeah.
You might have gone down once or twice, but
Yeah.
like, dude, it looks insane, bro.
Right.
Is it the biggest leg burner or what?
It's a huge leg burner, but it's like doing a wall sit for a long period of time.
Dude, I can't do that, so I'm screwed. But
You'd be really good at it, dude.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
What feels better, doing a huge backflip out the back on a foil, or like open ocean downwind cruising?
I love the backflip. I love flying. I love like flying.
Me too,
in
dude.
the air at a high speed. But also, it's like you're snowboarding down a mountain when you're doing a downwind. You know, it's like you're genuinely going downhill the whole time.
Floating.
You have such a heightened awareness for what's going on in that moment because you have to look at the ocean like it's a maze.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you fall, and you have to paddle like a mile in.
Bro.
Like tiger shark territory, and I don't want that.
Sketch, dude.
So like you kind of have the fear element of like I can't fall, and yeah, it's a really fun like ocean chess.
100%. I can imagine. How long have you been doing it now?
I'd say 2.5 years.
Damn, dude.
Pretty fresh, pretty early on.
What did you do the most before you started foiling?
I wanted to just be a slab surfer. I just wanted to try to surf the biggest slabs, which I would still like to do.
I mean, bro, that Shipsterns clip alone, dude. We got to insert that clip here. Like, it's on your Instagram and it's probably on YouTube too. But like, that thing was so gnarly, dude. Like, I know like hundreds of pro surfers that are like top 100 guys in the world that still haven't even gotten a wave like that. Like, dude, Shipsterns is a whole other beast.
It's crazy, man. I was really lucky. I mean, having such great friends, like my buddy Kip Caddy, who's a G, bro. He's one of the best slab surfers in the world.
Dude,
I truly
he's
believe.
gnarly.
Like the shit that he does is unreal. So to have someone like him take me along on all those adventures, and like we're the same age, but he's almost like my big wave coach.
That's sick.
And he just froths me up and he goes, dude, I believe you can do it, so you should do it. And I'm like, having someone like that tell me that they believe I can do it, just like, let's go.
Everyone needs friends like that.
Yeah.
Skip's like my Kip Caddy, dude.
Yeah, Skip Caddy.
Yeah, literally, bro. And I think they've cruised together. They've done trips to like Desert Point and stuff together.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's so mad.
Because he used to be in Bali a bunch, right?
Yeah.
I think he was here actually in January when I was here.
Yeah, he was here. He's good at the chessboard, that guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so nuts.
Zeke's good at the chessboard, ladies and gentlemen.
This guy smoked me, dude. He took $100 from me. We still have another bet. We're going to double or nothing or triple or nothing it.
That's it.
100%, dude. I'm getting that money back, dude. He's gnarly on a chessboard. Dude. And so were you always traveling a bunch before COVID? Like, were you always on the go?
Yeah, I just want to move around as much as I can. And I think, like, putting yourself in environments you're not aware of, you learn a lot more about yourself. So, like, traveling to places you've never been, like, even if that's just taking a different route on your morning walk, it doesn't have to be so big as, like, traveling to a different country, but just, like, always putting yourself in a different environment, you can always learn something more about yourself and grow from that. So, I'm always just, like, I hate sitting in the same space for too long.
Same.
I get jittery.
Same. I can't be in the same place.
Yeah.
Idle mind just haunts me. I got to be on the go, dude.
Always.
I get FOMO, fear of missing out on things.
Fully.
Dude, yeah. Where are some of the most beautiful places or some of your favorite travels that you've been to?
South Africa is really sick. It's like in terms of like the culture difference to Australia, South Africa is pretty crazy. Bali's off the chain.
Yeah, dude.
Bali's gnarly, dude.
Bali's sick.
A month maximum in the Bali vortex. Otherwise, you just get stuck.
True that.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do there. It's like the North Shore. There's so much to do if you like
so much.
Get into all the other different niches, like I don't know, mixed martial arts or like I don't know, so many other things. There's big skate parks there now. There's like dirt biking stuff.
It's really like you can choose what you want from it. You can make it a healthy environment or you can make it a party environment.
Exactly.
Or you can have a really nice balance. But for me, I spent a lot of time there last year. Well, not a lot of time, just like a month and a half.
Sick.
And like it was sick for me because I'm really trying to push my music journey at the moment. I've kind of like taken a step back from posting content as my main, career, I guess, and really focus on trying to produce music over the last few years and build my artist brand. And with that's come a lot of DJing. So I got to play a lot of gigs over in Bali, and damn, that was so cool.
That's so sick,
It was the
bro.
sickest feeling, bro. I had like a day where we surfed Uluwatu all day. I was getting pitted, like the sickest day, and then went back to Canggu at night and played a sick gig. And it was packed. Like the place was going off, and
bro, and those
like,
parties are second to none because it's just people from all over the world
right?
that are all just having the time of their lives. It's all good vibes. Most beautiful humans.
Sick, dude. And they're looking at you as the source of energy in the room, and it's like, holy fuck, like this is what I dreamed of, right?
Yeah, bro.
So Bali's a really special place in my heart, so I can like cover all areas.
Same, dude. I feel like I've always done a good job of finding that balance of like having fun, but also like living a healthy lifestyle, not just partying every night in Canggu. But I mean, that's what life's all about, right? Just finding balance with everything.
Right. You can never have the perfect balance.
Yeah.
Unless you decide you do, and then that's that.
It's always a seesaw, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, dude. I see you. And like, yeah, early on, did you ever like have a hard time finding that balance with like, I don't know, just like happiness and mental health and like spirituality? Because like you just seem to have like such a good flow of it now.
Always learning, always trying my best. It's at this point, I feel like it's just a muscle in my brain that chooses to have the optimistic approach.
For sure.
Because we always have the choice. We can choose how we react to a situation. We can't choose if a situation happens. So it's like, I don't know. I've definitely had my lows, and that's why I'm so grateful for all the highs. And growing up, like I didn't have a good awareness of my brain.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that sounds. Like I'm a scatterbrain, and if I'm not disciplined enough to have like my routine in set, like if I'm not meditating or I'm not doing like Wim Hof breath work, or if I'm not training every day, like exercise is such a big thing for an ADHD brain, because if you don't wear off the scatterness, I'll be running around in circles, and like I'll be unorganized, won't be present, and I'll just be I'll just be elsewhere.
For sure.
And so with that, then like life can get a little hard sometimes, even though it's amazing. I was like, fuck, learn to just have the discipline to just fucking, I don't know what to say.
100%. No, I feel you. Like I sometimes have to really like step back and take a deep breath and just like kind of live in the moment, but also just be like grateful for like the little things. Like, I don't know, I sometimes write like gratitude lists and like, I don't know, like the stuff that Cooper Chapman's doing with the Good Human Factor is like, dude, so amazing. Like, wish more people like knew about it. Like, he's like leaving such a good positive impact on the world. Shouts out to Cooper.
Yeah,
bro.
shout out to Cooper Chapman, man. That's really good. Like, he's a huge inspiration of mine too. We're like, fuck, he's like my brother. We lived together for a few years.
He's the man.
Like watching him grow his Good Human Factory and the impact that it's had on like thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world, making each individual person's life better.
Exactly, dude.
It's like doing light work.
That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Like leaving a positive impact on the world. And like, like I'd rather, I know I've like been fortunate enough to like interview Bam and like have friends in high places or with like fame, but I'd almost rather have like a small podcast that leaves a positive impact on people than like get a bunch of crazy viral views, which is like hard because you got to find those balance to pay the bills. But
so it'd be hard to have like no hate, but it's like having drama driven content would be such a hard thing, or like a gossip, you know. It's like fuck, it's so nice.
TMZ styled stuff.
Yeah,
always
so
putting
hectic.
people down.
Yeah, it's cool to know there are a lot of platforms growing, because life's hard, man. Like if you're not on top of your shit, like life can be a real struggle. But it's the education around the steps we can all take as an individual to make life easier and like just make ourselves stronger, I guess, so we can deal with life's adversities.
100%.
Otherwise, you know, adversities are inevitable in this life. So if you're not like grateful for the times where you're maybe not going through many adversities, like, fuck.
And like back in the day, you did have to surround yourself with good people to like have somebody guide you. But like now, if you're going through stuff like that, you can almost like pull up a YouTube video or like pull up a piece of content that'll like help guide you through a tricky situation, or like teach you how to meditate, for instance, like which I just started a couple years ago, and like, dude, it helps me so much.
Crazy.
Like, just get my mind right to start the day and like live more in the moment. Because I'm like you, I'm pretty scatterbrained, and like have 100 different ambitions and ideas for the day. And
Never stops.
Yeah, my mind never stops, dude. It's always wandering. It's pretty nuts. Did that ever like affect your video making? Because like you wanted to probably make 100 different styles of videos. I imagine you were pretty creative when you were making consistent YouTube videos, right?
Yeah, I think I was.
Would you come up with like an idea before you filmed a video, or would you kind of just be like, all right, we're going to go film a video today?
It would more be that. It would more be like, I just documented what goes on because I guess I'm so erratic and spontaneous. Like shit would just happen.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have time to plan it. It would just be like, go adventure and just create a bunch of shit, and then everything would be, the storytelling would often come in the post-production, right? And like a lot of videos would have just different activities from different days even.
Yeah.
That would just piece together in the post to make it seem like it's all, I don't know, the same. But I don't know, I was never forward thinking enough to plan my shit.
Same.
But now I feel like I'm trying to do that a little bit more.
100%.
Plan.
Yeah, dude, like people like Casey Neistat do such a good job of like sitting down and like detailing, like keeping details in their storytelling. They piece it together like so profoundly.
Yeah, so intricately.
Exactly, dude.
I just wanted to say that word.
I
saw my shot, dude. I was like, intricately. That's it.
Yeah, bro. Fuck, you stole my fame, dude. You do have a pretty good vocabulary. You like read books and shit?
Yeah, I read books and shit. No, I love reading, dude. I mean, I hate it, to be honest. I suck at it.
You're like...
I love the challenge.
Yeah.
And I love that I notice my vocabulary growing when I'm reading more, and even my conversations become a little bit better.
For sure. You're a nerd at heart, dude. I seen the way you play chess, bro. Fucking nerd, dude.
I think I'm a little nerd, yeah.
Read books, plays chess, documents his videos, storyteller, director, filmer, editor, producer. You definitely are smarter than you seem.
No, I'm dumb, dude. Dumbest in the room.
I've seen you walk in and go straight to the piano, sit down and play some Mozart, dude. Sketchy motherfucker, dude.
Oh, man, same as you, dude. Fuck.
No, I try, dude. I just have fun for sure. Dude, what I wrote down, because there's so many like not only viral YouTube videos you've had, but like so many sick vids where you just like told a story of like your life or crazy trips or like experiences like the US Open. What are some of your like favorite videos? Because in my opinion, like some of my favorite videos weren't the ones that like went crazy viral.
It's true. It's often the case, right?
Right? Like
you can put so much like effort and love into a video thinking it's the one, and then no one watches it.
Yeah.
But it's still like a special piece of your memory.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a really good question. I think jumping out of a blimp was like a really cool experience.
That's sick.
Because like...
A hot air balloon?
Nah, it's a blimp. So it's like, I think...
Oh, like the Goodyear blimps.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think over here you have like the Goodyear, and there's only one blimp in the Southern Hemisphere, and my mate owns it.
He owns it.
I think he sold it now, but he owned it, and he skydives too. Really young, successful guy, absolute lord. And he was like, dude, like let's go jump out of my blimp for the weekend. And I'm like, sick. I just got my license, and I was like first year out of school, and to think that I was going to go jump out of this blimp, I was like tripping. Like,
right when you got certified to skydive.
Pretty much, yeah.
So what, you were like 18?
Yeah.
Bro.
Dude, 2016 was it was a crazy year for me. Like in hindsight, every year is crazy for me, but like 2016 was such a crazy year for me as a kid, because I went from being at school and having no direction apart from just my passion.
Gonna work construction.
Yeah, to like even like still have like having a bit of bullying go down, and this like social media hate when you're starting out trying to, it's all part of the journey. So then the next year, like traveling the world, doing all this amazing stuff with incredible people. Yeah. It was like, what is life? Like the contrast of that 1 year was the most insane period of my life.
Yeah, bro. It seems like it took off quick for you.
It kind of did. Like it'll go slow, and then sometimes it'll just go really quick.
And like, it's crazy to think, but yeah, with that like YouTube fame or like social media fame, or I mean for you it's pretty much just fame because you're in all aspects of life. comes like the opportunities to like pursue your dreams. Because then you like connect with like people that help you jump out of a blimp or charge like crazy big slabs or just like film these videos like out of your wildest dreams. So it's like you kind of have to like get that fame or that fortune to be able to like chase your dreams. It just takes money to do some of the ideas, or it takes connections.
It's
so
not
like,
what you know, it's who you know.
Dude, I think life's all about connections, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
They say money makes the world go round. They're wrong, dude. Connections, networking makes the world go round.
Love makes the world go round.
Love makes the world go round. 100%, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, it's nuts. What were some of those early videos that were your favorites, or any of them, really?
I think
Other
the
than
ones
Goodyear,
that like I'm most proud of, I guess, are the ones that are like the montage ones. The ones where I would maybe spend 3 months just documenting all these adventures and then have like a week of just like turning off the outside world and just editing like all day, all night, and just like putting all these adventures together and try to tell a story. It's like the best way to describe it would be like a music video.
Yeah.
But which is actually where I got my inspiration to really produce music, was when I was making these videos to other people's songs, which is sick. And I'm getting so much inspiration from these songs. It made me dream. And I was like, why aren't I doing this? Why aren't I making my own music? And why aren't I doing these videos to my own music? And
you have a couple music videos out, right?
I've got 2 music videos out, yeah, but they're kind of old. Like, music's a weird one. So YouTube, like, you're filming, you're putting it out. You're filming, you're putting it out. You're filming, putting it out, mostly. But with music, it's like, you're often 2 years ahead with your music. So I've got like 2 years of music in the back end right now, like ready. And
continuing to like progress and grow, and like your art is like getting better and better with music.
But also just like the way you distributing the music, it's just a whole different world to, I guess, the content.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Like,
because sending it to Spotify, Apple Music, and you got to show that you got a 6-week marketing plan. And like, as an independent artist, it's like you have to have this kind of forward thinking.
I didn't even know that. That's
attitude.
crazy.
But there's a lot that goes into it. And so like, I've got 2 years of music sorted, as well as 3 years of footage documented that like has not seen the light of day from all these things in my life. So I'm really excited to like obviously keep documenting these experiences and holding them, but to put them all out with my music, it's just gonna be my little child dream, and it's like it's happening.
Yeah, dude, I was telling you that Reborn video that I've seen just reminded me like a Nat Geo like motivational film, or like some inspirational video that just like literally is playing in like airports or like on the airplane screen, you know, when you're going to a location to like market this foreign country with like blue ass water and like sand dunes and just skydiving. That's Cody Cole. Blue ass water, dude. He's the man, bro.
He's such a funny guy.
I got to go to Slater's wave pool with him for Casey Neistat's birthday, and cruise with him in Cabo last year too. He's so classic. He just got married.
Really?
Yeah.
Congrats.
A couple days ago.
Marriage is sick.
Yeah, dude. He's super rad. That dude's just hilarious, huh?
He put up a video with Dylan Francis about the DJing. You were telling me about this,
bro. Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit of it. And I'm like, I was in stitches, bro. That guy's so funny.
Hilarious, dude. Yeah, he's a lord, bro. Oh my god, is there a lot of like YouTubers like that in Oz? Because, dude, it seems like all these big YouTubers from like Canada, like the Nelk Boys and Cody Ko and so many guys like came to the U.S. and like in LA or Southern California where I live, it's like the mecca of like content creators, bro. Totally. Tanner Fox, like Buttery Films, Axel, all these like skater, dirt biker, pranksters, comedians all live in like California, bro.
LA was definitely like, or like California, but LA mostly, I think, throughout the 2015 to 2018 era. Yeah. It was like all the biggest people everyone's watching right now were all kind of like together in LA throughout that stage. Like Nelk Boys, like Logan and Jake Paul.
You cruised with the Nelk Boys back then, right?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Dude, they are the biggest lords.
Did you party with them or film any videos with them?
Yeah, a couple of parties with them for sure.
That's sick.
When the FaZe guys or the FaZe crew had that big house in Weed Lake,
They were all staying there, right?
Yeah, there was like 2 houses next to each other, and it was like, I think, I don't know, they had names for their houses back in the day. It was pretty funny.
And where would you stay?
I would just kind of float around. I spent my first kind of time in Venice, and then lived in this fucking crazy house that used to actually be Justin Bieber's for months in like Beverly Hills.
What?
It was just like so many crazy situations in my life that I look back on and I'm like, did that actually happen? Like I got to live in this, I didn't even want to know the price of the house, but had a room in a house like that for months and was getting to go to all these parties with all these incredible individuals at the top of their field. I'm just there, just like, I'm just a kid from Australia that just loved jumping off cliffs and using a GoPro, and now I'm here. And I was like, what the hell is life, man?
It is pretty nuts.
Like anything is super cliche, but like literally anything is possible in this world. And manifestation is real. Like so many situations happen in my life that I'll like have written down on a piece of paper 10 years ago.
Yeah,
like
you drew it all
detailed.
up.
And I got told by someone once to write goals and put them in the freezer.
No way.
So you can keep them fresh. So I got all these notes in my freezer.
No way.
And every now and then I'll just open it up and check it. It's a cold piece of paper and I'm like just reading them and keep the ideas fresh.
Kidding. I love that. I'm going to start doing that.
Start it. It's a nice little ritual to do that.
Damn,
and it's like,
bro.
It's like emotionally nostalgic when you look back at it. Because it's a piece of you on a piece of paper in the freezer. Yeah. Sounds weird, but like you read it, you're like, fuck.
Bro, it
dream
sounds
big, kid.
Dream big, kid. It sounds crazy, but like it sounds sick, dude. I'm literally gonna start doing it.
Yeah.
I like those like weird little niche things that I think that's a good one. Who told you it?
A guy called Esso. He's a rap group in Australia called Bliss and Esso. There's 2 of them, and he's a very inspirational individual. And
that's sick.
He told me one day, and I'm like, damn.
Bro, that's so sick.
Genius.
Did you ever collab with any of those big YouTubers when you were like living in LA or in general? Because like, I mean, nowadays so many people like grow their like following on YouTube by like collabing. But like,
it's probably the main source of like growing a following is through collaboration.
It is, right?
Nowadays, right?
For sure. It's hard to grow on your own in any platform.
I tried to collaborate with a lot of people. Definitely. It was just, I don't know, trying to get to all these different audiences that you wouldn't be able to reach unless you spent 2 years of your life making content related to that niche, you know?
That's the craziest thing is you kind of dive into like, or you have your, like, you dip your hand into like 10 different industries from skydiving to foiling to jumping off cliffs to dirt biking, skating, music. So you're kind of in so many different industries where it's like someone like Jamie is like a specific industry, or someone like the Nelk Boys is like a prankster college like audience. So it's like they know their audience.
It's always been the biggest struggle for me now that you've kind of brought that up is like, I'm so grateful that I have all these opportunities, but I freak out that like, am I not giving myself the best opportunity to grow in this one certain area because I'm like spreading my attention so diversely.
Yep.
And it's like, I always say this to my friends. I'm like, what's this? Yeah, jack of all trades, but master of none. I'm like average at all. You know what I mean? Like I'm just average at a lot of things.
I feel the
like,
same way, dude.
Yeah, and if I put time into, you know, a little bit more, like it's less things, I could probably get way better. But fuck, dude, you gotta live your life,
bro. 100%.
And I'm hoping that this diversified menu of activities that I choose to do will just all become one niche one day in the next 5 years, you know. So
yeah,
hopefully I can just create my own little thing.
Dude, it's not far off. I've already sat in on a couple different big board meetings and business meetings where people are trying to put together like a multi-action sport event. Like a surf skate league is pretty close in the works. Could be popping up pretty soon, but even like mixing in like surf skate and snowboarding and foiling. Like there's so many different aspects of like where you could do it all in one day and get different like action sports stars. Like someone like Kai Lenny does it all.
Yeah, dude.
And there's so many others. Like there's so many surf skaters already. So many surf skate snowboarders.
Bro, you'd have to be one of the best surf skaters in the world.
Bro, no, there's so many, but I love to do it, but I'm not like, I'm kind of, like, I don't skate that much, but when I do, I definitely skate like a specific type of skateboarding. Like Shane Borland, who pretty much lives with me back in Cali, he's like could have gone pro in skateboarding, like skates big park bowls and vert ramps, like second to none. Curran Caples is good on a surfboard. My roommate Sorge is super gnarly. Midler's gnarly. Zion's gnarly.
They're all
Eric
gnarly.
Geiselman's gnarly on a surf and a skate. Kalani David was like the best ever.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Kalani.
Yeah,
like
dude.
nobody was better than him on a surf and a skate. But it's just fun. I love like mixing it up because some days I wake up and I'm more motivated to like skate than I am to surf. And like some days I wake up and I'm more motivated to like dirt bike. I haven't been dirt biking that much lately, but it's fun just like dipping in and diving into like so many different sports and hobbies. Like golf I do a little now and like so many other things. It's sick.
Got to get the variety flowing.
Exactly, dude. And it's good for networking. Like golf is something that like I'll be doing for the rest of my life.
Man, golf is... I'm not dipping my toes in golf.
Yeah, you said you were horrible, huh?
He asked me to play golf the other day, and I'm like, dude, I'd rather sit on a cactus.
Well, you can sit on a cactus. I'll be playing some golf with Kelly Slater.
Nah, my Coop, dude, my boy Cooper, or Coop Chapman, he tries to get me to play all the time.
Oh, he golfs a lot?
All my mates back home are getting into golf.
Dude, that's sick.
And,
I mean,
can't cop it.
yeah, it's good for like businessmen, but all the different industries you dive into are pretty rad. For like, dude, there's pretty successful like guys in their 50s and 60s like still foiling that like every day. That foil like
Crazy,
every day and rip. So like I think you could probably foil longer than you could surf.
I agree. Every injury I've had since foiling, which is, I know it's 2.5 years, but like I injured myself a lot. Broken my ankle and fractured my leg.
While riding a foil.
No, surfing. From both surfing. And my rehab was foiling, dude.
No way. Yeah.
Because like it was stability, mobility, and like
That's
strength.
what I'm saying.
And like it's like not too over the top where you can kind of hurt yourself because you can just bail. And it was so good for that process of recovery.
Exactly.
So like I want to be foiling when I'm 80, dude.
Yeah.
Tearing it up.
I'll learn when I'm 50 and then I'll foil till I'm 80. No, I'm going to learn today. We're going to go foil today.
That's what I say about golf, dude. I'm like, I'll learn when I'm 80 and I can't do anything else. When I'm literally have no other options.
It'd probably be better.
There's no cactuses around, dude. I'll start playing golf.
I mean, I suck at golf, dude. So it'd probably be better if I just waited till I'm like 50, dude. Because my swing sucks. But, dude, so many, like, I don't know, so many rad humans, like, pick up golf to, like, ease their mind and calm their mind. I was talking to, like, Slater about it a little bit. It's sick, dude. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep asking you to come golf.
So, yeah, keep it. One day I'll come. I promise.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Literally. And when you're living in Venice or in LA in general, did you ever do any like videos that revolved around like golf or soccer or basketball or any like
Nothing golf.
any American sports?
Not really that I think about it.
Because dude, there's so
Sure there is, dude. I kind of like have a bad memory
I feel that.
with experiences because I'm so spoiled. I'm so lucky, but like I've had so many, and like
Yeah.
sometimes if you ask me a question on the spot, like even if you ask me my own name, I'll like freak out and I'll forget my own name.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that I've done some American sports.
I'm naturally fried, so I feel that. I don't even do mind altering substances, but I'm still just naturally fried, perma-fried.
Dude, foiling is a mind-altering substance.
For sure, dude. You're freaking hydroplaning over water
It's the
where your
craziest thing
whole
in the world.
body probably goes numb. You ever
All
do
my
like ice
friends
baths?
are so over it, dude. I talk about foiling all day, every day.
You're hyped on foiling.
My buddy, like Noah Flegel, who's got to be like one of the top 30 foilers in the world.
100%.
He goes to me before coming to this podcast. He goes, "How many minutes do you think it'll take for you to start talking about foiling?" I'm curious. I think it was like minute 3 or something.
Yeah, for sure, dude. We're gonna have to check back on that. Noah is a foil lord, dude.
He's a foil lord.
He's a lord in general, dude. I want to get him on the podcast just to talk about like, not only how he's dipped into so many different sports, like board sports, but dude, he's like invented his own tricks, foiling, right?
He's got the most invented tricks on a foil
100%
in the world.
The shit he does behind the boat is unbelievable, dude. And like, I'm definitely someone who wants to like push the limits and level of like my sports and like
100%.
so like that shit inspires me. Noah's
You've done a couple of
so
NPDs.
rad. Yeah, couple in the wave
So
pool.
sick.
I was fired up, but like Superman body varial or sex change was like probably one of the first ones. And then like I did the like Christ air, which I guess they deemed isn't a Christ air, but like a one-handed Superman. Did it before Mason Ho, actually, but Mason did it way better and way more proper. So whatever, I'll give that one to him. And then the Superman finger flip, which like
So sick.
still no one's done a Superman
Or
finger
the
flip.
Houdini.
Dude, it was sick, bro. That was the best feeling trick in the world, bro. It was the best feeling thing in the world, dude. Like, years of trying it and hundreds of tries, breaking out fin boxes, hurting my back, to finally have, like, Josh Kerr and Grayson Fletcher and Sorge and the boys, Sierra, all there, like, firing me up to do it, giving me extra time in the session. Like, you got this. I was like, I'm willing to, like, willing to put my body on the line to land it. Like, I just got to stomp it. And riding out was, like, the best feeling ever, dude. It's insane.
I remember that clip. I'm pretty sure I just shared it. It was tripping, dude.
Dude.
My friends in Australia are like, what the fuck is this? Like, CGI.
Probably looked like it was because it's in a wave pool. So the background,
it's so unreal.
yeah.
Sick.
At night in a wave pool. Like, that's what the world's came to. Dude, yeah, I don't know. Some people hate on wave pools, but I think it's awesome because for creating new tricks and, like, people that are landlocked, it gives them an outlet. And, like, skaters get the same ramp over and over again to try new tricks and progress the level of their sport. So for surfers, it's like the wave pool is that. It's pretty sick. Have you surfed a wave pool yet?
I've surfed the one in Melbourne in Australia.
How was it?
It's pretty sick, dude.
It's nuts.
So
huh?
sick.
Yeah, I've surfed that technology, but I haven't been to that one.
It's weird. It's like chlorine.
Yeah.
So like you're in this pool, like, or you're on a surfboard and your board doesn't float as well.
It's
and
true.
You're kind of like, this is so weird.
Airdropping into a little slab. Did you surf the slab setting?
Yeah, dude. It's so. I actually got to surf that with when Fisher did a festival.
No
He did it
way.
right next to Urban Surf, and so during his set, me and Cooper and like two others, we had the wave to ourselves, bro. I was getting like, pretty sure he was playing "Losing It," which is like his biggest song.
No
Pulling
way.
into a fucking barrel. I'm just like, one of those, another one of those moments where I'm just like, get barreled, look up, Fisher's playing festival right there.
It's like a
Get out of the water,
dream.
walk up, and I'm just like, at a festival. It's
Like, am I dreaming?
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, Fisher's insane, dude. His music's sick. He's the funniest human ever.
He's so funny, dude.
And it's not a lot of people know that he rips on a surfboard, comes from like a professional surf background.
Dude.
Has like the sickest surf movies ever.
Bro, he kind of was one of the pioneers in surf filming too, bro.
For sure.
I watched him when I was a Grom and like the Follow the Fish Tales or Follow the Fish TV or whatever.
Yeah.
His YouTube, he did vlogs before vlogs were vlogs.
Yeah, he pioneered that
Yeah.
shit, 100%.
Fucking sick.
You're pretty good friends with Fisher, yeah?
I'd say so. He's fucking a huge inspiration of mine too.
Yeah, how did you get into making music and DJing? Because, like, not a lot of DJs actually make their own music and produce it and then, like, actually play it. Like, that Cody Cope video kind of elaborates on that. But some DJs, like Shaq and Paris Hilton and stuff, just put in an already mixed track. And, like, so the DJs like yourself that actually make their own music and then are mixing while they go, it's just, like, pretty rad. It's super inspirational.
Oh, it's sick. I mean, there's like two types. You can like want to be a DJ and just literally DJ for the rest of your life, which is sick. But
Yeah.
like that's not the route I want to go. I want to just get my music out there to the world, and like whether that be sign a deal like in the next Avatar to have my song in one of the movies, and like
Be
I don't
so
know, I'm just
sick.
shooting random shit as it comes, but like just getting it far and wide. You know, just tell stories. You know, everything comes down to the intention of like, I just want to tell stories.
Yeah.
And if other people can tell their own stories with a story that I've told with their own perspective, like that's sick. So
To use your music to, like, elevate their level of storytelling would be unreal.
yeah, and so I guess to answer your question, I've always had a music background when I was a kid. Like I've come from a musical family. My brother's a very talented musician. My mum is too. I was in all the music classes growing up, and like, I guess I hit a point after doing YouTube mostly, and as well what I was saying before about wanting to make my own music for the videos, but I hit a point of just burning out. Like I was like, fuck, like so sick, but these like sleepless nights were just kind of getting to me, and I guess I just lost my purpose with it a bit, and I came to the realization that I'm young, and that I've lived a crazy life so far, but I'm also young and I've got a lot to learn about myself. And like,
Sure.
I needed to kind of take a step back and just kind of just have some time to grow and like figure myself out. And a lot of like, I actually went on a sailing trip from Brazil to the Caribbean where I was off the internet for a month and like no connection to Wi-Fi. And that trip, my biggest takeout was like, I need to do music. And so I kind of just like made music my priority and I didn't upload shit out of nowhere. And it was weird. And like, it's kind of hard because like, although I don't really care, but like you're seeing followers go down or you're not like having that like serotonin hit of views and shit come in. And I'm like having to disconnect fully from that because I just know that if I keep working on my craft and like working on my passion, that shit like doesn't matter, but it'll come. And so I really just had to like start from square one from, you know, I went from like here to then here in the music. So yeah,
you were like at the top of like making YouTube videos, having shit pop off.
I would say I was at the top. Like there's so many amazing people that are way cooler than me, but like
for sure in our industries, nobody was doing it. In like action sports, bro, there was nobody with hundreds of thousands of subscribers back then. Like it's insane. And yeah, I get what you're saying though, going from like that peak of like YouTube to like, oh, I'm just gonna start making music. It's gotta be like,
it's impulsive, bro. That's me. It's like I'm ADHD as, so I'm like impulse decision, just like fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
That's crazy.
I have to do it, and I'm so grateful because now 4 years, like 4 years on from that decision, I'm now like going around Australia and like playing in Indonesia and hoping to now like go to festivals in US and Europe, and like I'm at this point now where I've got this foundation, this music foundation or this brand that people are recognizing me as an artist, and I'm like, it's happening. You know, you just have to make those sacrifices. So if anyone's listening and has a vision for themselves, like just make the action, make it happen, and keep the consistency, and you'll create that life.
100%.
I'm tripping, dude. I get to like go around and do everything I was doing before that I was doing when I was documenting. I'm still documenting, but now I'm an artist. Like getting to play to thousands of people.
Creating the music that you would use in your old videos to tell a story. It's like you're doing it all from scratch. It's like cooking. You're literally making the pizza dough yourself.
It's crazy, dude.
And the instructions to make the pizza. No, it's sick, dude. Yeah, it's a good message to the Groms. Like, don't let anybody put your dreams down. Like, you could go out and be whoever you want to be. Do whatever you want to do.
And don't let anyone tell you different, dude. You just follow that intuition. That's the best guidance you'll ever have is your own intuition.
I agree. Yeah, dude, it's nuts. And my dreams always morphed into different things as I was going along in my journey. It's crazy though, because nowadays there definitely is a lot of other avenues to make a living in that content creating, which is like so cool, I think, because kids can make a living off like what they love. Like I get to do what I love right now. I feel so grateful to do it. I don't really know so much about the music side of it though. Like, do you think there's more opportunity to make a good living in music or in like YouTube?
You talk like as in like income?
I guess, yeah. I mean, I know Fisher's making a killing, but it's like there's probably more people making a living off like making YouTube videos than there is people from making music, right?
There's more. I don't know. Fuck, it's a really good question. I would look at it like this: like music, there's several platforms where you have an income. YouTube, it's just YouTube.
It's true.
Unless you're licensing the footage and getting them on other platforms, but like.
Well, you could monetize from YouTube, and then you could get brand deals, right?
Yeah, but then you can also get brand deals when you make like a lot of rappers, dude. A lot of their like when they're talking about cars or like drinks, they're all brand deals in their songs. Like lyrics, there's lyrical brand deals.
I didn't even think about that.
But like, I guess with music, you know, you got Spotify, you got Apple Music, you got like in Australia, we have this thing called Opera, which is like when you hear the song in a restaurant or on the radio or someone else, another DJ plays it, you get income from that. Like there's so many different streams of income.
That's nuts.
And then you can like eventually sell your masters of the song and make money from that. Like imagine if you 10 years on sold the raw videos from a video you made 10 years ago.
I mean, I have like different media outlets hit me up to like sell them the rights to a viral clip of me surfing or skating or acid dropping.
It's Crazy.
So yeah, I see that.
I'd probably say music you could make more money.
Did you monetize a lot of those videos that like went viral and hit like millions of views?
A couple, but those kind of music video ones, no, because I was just like, I love the song. It was all in the song. It was like forever trying to create that goosebump moment.
Yep.
In the content.
99, probably like 98% of my videos have all been with copyright music just because I wanted to like make a track that someone would be like headbanging to, singing the lyrics to, like some dope rock and roll music like from old surf movies or rap music or friends bands that are popping off. So yeah, I like just using rad, dope like mainstream music.
Dude, YouTube used to be kind of way better with that too. You could use any song if it was under 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and monetize it.
And monetize it.
I heard about that.
And
now it's like...
That was the golden days, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's nuts. How much do you think you made off like a video that got 1 million views from like monetizing it?
In AUD, fuck.
Or in,
I don't know,
in Australian.
1,500 baht? I don't know. I actually like... I can't remember. It's been a while, dude.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, people are making more off like brand deals now.
Yeah.
When it comes to that YouTube stuff, like I have friends that are getting like 6-figure brand deals for like a 30-second ad piece on YouTube.
It's crazy.
It's insane, dude.
It's fully insane.
It's pretty.
You've
nuts.
inspired me to get back on the YouTube flow. I put up a clip the other day. I think it's time. I think now I've got like my music to a point where it's kind of like not self-sufficient. Like I still got a lot of work to do, but like
you're too good of a storyteller, too good of a filmer and editor, and you're too talented on like all these different board sports or like skydiving, all these different avenues to like not be putting out regular content. I know it's probably discouraging because like you were telling me the other day, like if you stop posting on YouTube, the YouTube algorithm just like completely puts you at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it. Like
it's true though, but I guess it's like another one of those moments of like I gotta stay consistent. You know, it's like putting myself just like no ego. I'm starting from start. You know, this is my first day at YouTube, and I'm just starting from the start. Like I'm forgetting that like, yeah, I might have had videos that got millions of views, and now I put up a video yesterday. It's got like I don't know, a couple thousand, which is sick, dude. Like when I first started, I'd be tripping on that. So I'm like trying to reconnect to that mindset and just like putting my ego aside and just doing it for the love of it and like building the consistency, and everything else will follow.
That's sick, bro. I like that. I definitely have to put my ego aside sometimes because I get a big ego.
Oh, dude, it's natural, bro. Like, ego's not a bad thing if it's controlled. You know, you want to control the ego, not let the ego control you.
For sure, and it's hard in like my career, I guess. It sounds weird, but when you want to be like the best surfer in the world, which is like I've always had dreams of, or like you want to like create new tricks or like do shit that's never been done before on a surfboard, which is like what I'm trying to do, like 720s and crazy skate tricks on a surfboard and big barrels. It's like you almost have to be super confident in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then no one else is gonna.
Right.
But it's like I also don't want to be a cocky, arrogant prick. So it's like, fuck, it's hard to find that balance.
Yeah, it is hard, but dude, you're the least cocky person, bro. You're like, it's really sick to see how you hold yourself, bro. It's inspiring. It's fucking sick.
I appreciate that, dude. You too, bro.
Easy for people to judge, like social media people, right?
For sure, dude. I don't look at all the comments, but I get a ton of people judging and hating, but I don't care. I love what I do, dude. And
fuck yeah.
The comments just, I guess, help boost engagement and get me more views. So hate on me all you want, dude. The hate makes us great.
It's so funny. We were talking about this the other day. One of the things I used to do for that very reason of getting comments, like I would like at some points when I got to the point of like getting used to hate so much that I would just do things so I could get more because there was more comments. Like I'd make the stupidest spelling mistakes in my titles, in my descriptions and shit, just so there'd be people being like, this guy can't spell, or like he's, you know, just extra 50 comments on my vocabulary or like spelling mistakes. I'm like, suckers.
It helps boost engagement, I think.
Yeah.
If you have like a spelling mistake or a mistake in the video, or like Skip was on the podcast and said like, but dude 38 times in a 30-second window. And I posted on Instagram, and I think there's 250 comments out of the 300 comments that are all talking shit about Skip saying like, dude, but like, it's ridiculous, but that just boosted the engagement. And unfortunately that lame snippet of the podcast, which is like just funny, it went super viral where it's like, I would have rathered the part of the podcast where we're talking about like motivating and inspiring Groms
It's always
to like
the way to go, eh?
surf. Yeah. I wish that part would have gone more viral, but whatever you got to do to market your videos.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I always definitely looked at like the Ken Blocks and the Brian Degans as like marketing wizards with like, sometimes you got to put on that little facade of like this person this asshole that the world like likes to talk shit about to get views or to market yourself.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
If they're talking about you, you're doing something right.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
It's hard.
Exactly, dude.
It's the way. It's
100%.
the life we choose to live.
100%.
When you're in the spotlight, it's like a bit of a sacrifice.
Yeah,
Just comes with that.
for sure. Some people are going to be bummed on what you're doing, but it's like you can't please everybody.
No, you can't. If you try to please everyone, you're going to be extremely disappointed in this world. You can try your best, for sure. But fuck.
Yeah, as long as like the people close to you are stoked.
Right.
Like, I don't know, like was your family and friends like at home, your close family and friends, were they like stoked on your early career and like YouTube and traveling the world and chasing your dreams?
My family's always been so supportive. I guess their biggest concern as me being a kid was just my safety and my stability, my future stability.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of times where they were having real conversations with me that they just couldn't understand, bro. It's just we're a different generation.
100%.
Which I will never hold them for it, but like it was very hard to have my family, my school, and even my like a couple friends are always like supportive of everything I do, but like especially that time where I was like, do I have to go to university or what? Like everyone was like, you just got to figure shit out. Like stop wasting your time on social media. So I went harder on social media.
That's sick, dude. That's so sick.
Stubborn.
Yeah, you killed it. I mean, I don't even think your parents or my parents or family for that matter would have ever thought you could even make money off like Instagram and YouTube. And now there's kids making millions of dollars a year off like Instagram and YouTube.
Psycho.
Getting paid to do what they love. And like
So cool.
I don't make like a crazy ton of money, but I make enough to like continue to do what I love, dude.
Right.
It's the dream, bro. Like wake up every morning with a huge smile on my face, get to go do ride shit with you. Like, bro, we were surfing Waimea River at like 7 a.m. this morning.
How crazy is that?
With our heroes, dude. Like, what, bro?
Trip.
It was so sick. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. It's a dream out here for sure.
Cheers to many more adventures, dude.
100%, bro.
Stoked.
Yeah, before we finish this off, what I wrote down like what are some of your like dreams, like wildest dreams and goals for like the future? Like I have huge dreams of making movies that'll continue to be played with like highlighting multi-action sports talents. But like I can't even imagine what you want to do, or you may not even know yet, but I had to ask you.
I think there's a lot of it that I don't know for sure, a lot that I'm yet to find out, but I definitely want to just keep going on what I'm doing now and just keep like growing in every venture I'm currently doing. But I want to have a movie. I definitely want to have long form, like cinema standard movies that I have, I had a
directed,
yeah, like
produced.
I want to direct movies, but also like have my life experiences be a part of the storytelling of these movies, whether it's exactly from my experiences or like I just get to do the fun shit in it.
Yeah,
but,
bro.
Like action sports, like movies is where I want to go.
Dude, there's got to be
skydiving into festivals, music, so much shit, dude.
There's got to be a movie about your life or a documentary, dude. You ever think about doing a documentary about your life?
Yeah, I guess I should have said that from the start. Like, I want to have a documentary. It's hard to say I want to have a documentary about my life without sounding like a cocky motherfucker. But like, I genuinely want to have a documentary about my life because there's a lot of experiences I've had when I was a kid and like to this day that, if told correctly, could inspire. I truly believe millions and millions of people, and like,
I agree.
I want to do that. It's my ultimate goal in this life is to inspire people.
Bro, yeah, you inspire me on a daily basis, and your documentary would definitely inspire millions. So I'd watch that for sure, bro.
Cheers, dude.
Yeah, it'd be sick, dude. No, it's rad. You just have this contagious like energy, like a positive vibe warrior. It's sick, dude. You're off the chain.
Off the chain, dude. Off the chain, boys.
You know it. Well, before we end, we always ask our guests like their grom of the week to highlight a grom.
Okay.
A clip of the week. And then we've been asking for a song of the week.
All right.
So like just a track out there that you love, a crazy clip that you think was sick, and then an up and coming kid that you want to highlight.
An up and coming kid. Does it matter what like industry or like? Does it matter what like?
Any walk of life.
I mean, I don't know. Is 17-year-old still a grom?
Yeah.
I'd say Jack Ho, because he's a foiler. I have to choose a foiler. But Jack from town, he showed us on the downward adventure we did the other day.
I saw him in your video.
He's just a really good man, dude, and he shreds.
He's only 17?
Yeah.
Oh, kid rips.
Yeah, so that's my highlight.
That's
clip of the week.
Yeah.
Fuck, you're 720, dude. Although it's not landed yet.
I'm gonna land it.
It's pretty unreal to be seeing that shit. Like,
dude, it's fun to be spinning like that and flying that high. I just want to fly. I just want to catch big air and spin fast and do adrenaline-filled activities. I'm going to land it for you.
Yeah, hell yeah. I want to be there. I want to be in the jacuzzi at the wave pool. Oh, you're going to do it in the ocean, though, I reckon.
Yeah.
You'll do it in the ocean first.
It's for sure doable in the ocean, but it's for sure doable in the wave pool. It's almost more doable in the ocean because here in Hawaii, you have such powerful airwaves with crazy wind.
Yeah, true.
It's just hard to find that same section, like multiple of the same sections in the same session.
It'll come.
Guaranteed.
Song of the week.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
You got so much unreleased shit, dude. We want to hear it.
Do I play it?
Yeah. Play a little song, dude. Play one of your favorite songs into the mic.
All right.
We had like a phone call on Skip's podcast in the beginning. Actually, we kind of had to cut it out because we can't give away our homies' secrets. But, dude, you had some sick music playing while we were playing chess the other day, too.
There's so much I could show you right now. It's really hard.
Give us a snippet.
I'll show you something chill because it's got someone cool in it.
All right. Who made the beat?
This is me.
No way.
This is unreleased. I try wait. Wim Hof.
No way.
It's time.
What, dude? This shit is sick, bro.
Pretty sick.
Bro, I can see you like headlining Coachella like so fucking easily, bro. It's like so nuts.
One day. That's on one of my pieces of paper in the freezer.
Bro, I mean, Fisher was like a nobody like in the music world like 5 years ago. Probably even like 5 years ago, like just like a pro surfer, and now playing like in front of hundreds of thousands of people at Coachella and other places in the world. You got this, bro.
Stoked.
Dude, that was
Speechless,
mental.
man. You left me speechless.
Yeah, well, let's go surf now, bro. Let's go foil.
Let's go foil.
Thanks, dude.
Grateful to be here, man. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, guys, and go check out Alex's shit. Go check out his videos on YouTube. Go check out his music, and let us know what you thought of the podcast in the comments down below. And yeah, dude, we'll have to show you guys some clips of us ripping now.
Let's do it. I'm gonna go fucking foil with the law right here.
Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, dog. That was epic, bro.
That was so sick.
Thank you. Dude, I know.
Got all the girls in their pockets, they think she on the pole.
Want a little bitch, I call her my dog. Yeah, I feel with the gang, yeah, with the